Hello. Who's not sleeping? It's me. You might not be sleeping either. Maybe why you're watching me at this time. I guess just aches and pains, They wake you up or they keep you from going to sleep or from having a restful sleep. Anyway, here I is. Yet again. And what is this? Is this the 13th or the 14th of December? Well, it's a wee small hours of the night. Well, really, wee small hours of the morning on Thursday. Well, my little chicken pot pies, a lot has transpired in the last few months. I don't know if I want to bore you with all the details, but I'm in a new place. I'm in a new home. Well, an apartment. I haven't lived in an apartment. Oh my goodness. I can't remember the last time I lived in an apartment. Anyway, as an introvert, normally, I would really try to avoid that situation, but it's okay. I don't see it as a long-term situation. Not that there's anything wrong with living in an apartment, because there's not. It's just, introvert. I likes to be off in the quiet by myself. But so far, so good. Anyway, I just see it as just, what do I want to say? It's just a stepping stone. It's not really a stepping stone. What do I want to say? It's not really a placeholder. It's just on the path to where I want to be, which is owning an environmentally friendly home. For a long time, I've wanted to have a home that, was user-friendly, environmentally friendly. And after the house that I bought a while back, I said to myself, so I guess this would be about, maybe 12 or more years ago, that I would not buy another house until I could buy an environmentally friendly house. And so I'm sticking with that. And I was renting a place for the last, almost 12 years. And, first of all, there's pros and cons to both. There are good points and bad points of being a homeowner, and there's good points and bad points to being a renter. So, when I moved out from my house into a rental, and how can you know this in advance? I mean, I guess word of mouth and stuff, but I think it's always you're taking a chance. Long story short, turns out that the house that I rented was owned by ultimately slumlords. The husband was pretty nice, and pretty passive. I never had any problems with him directly. His wife, though, ooh, my goodness. Uh, Suffice to say, she has some anger management issues. And it was a duplex, this house. So it, I've there have been a number of people who have rented the other side since I've been there. Uh, and well, the people that were living there when I first moved in, I didn't really have much of a relationship with them because they were kind of, let's just say, not very happy people. But then after that, I got really lucky, and I've had some, really happy neighbors, nice neighbors that I have had, good neighborly relationships with. And the Mrs. Slumlord treated them the same way. I finally, got to the point where I just told the husband, I don't want to talk to her. If you guys need to contact me or whatever, please, I'm happy to talk to you or text with you or email with you, but I'm no longer going to do that with her. And I could bore you to death telling you why I call them slumlords, but I think you get the gist. Anyway, so it came to be that I was going to be moving out of that place. And I paid them $550, because that's how much they said it would be, to store my stuff for a little bit. And when I went to go pick my stuff up with the moving van, they had filled a great big old dumpster with about half of my stuff. They took stuff from all the different parts of the house, but mainly, oddly enough, the rooms where I spent the most time and had the most valuable items, and not necessarily monetarily valuable, but also valuable in other ways. There was two bathrooms, the hall bathroom and the master bathroom connected to the master bedroom, and the shower in that bathroom was a really big shower that you could put a great big shower chair in, like to shower a person who sits in a wheelchair. And I didn't need to use two showers because the hall bathroom had a bathtub and a shower. And so, why clean both? So when I could just use one for taking a bath and taking a shower. So I used it for storage. And I love the holidays. I love to decorate. And I had so much Christmas decorations. Over the years, I've accumulated not only lots of decorations, but artificial trees of different sizes and different widths and different colors, different features. And I had them stored there. Well, I actually did have the pink one up in my bedroom because I liked it, even though it wasn't Christmas, but it was cute. And anyway, they threw away pretty much everything that was in the master bathroom. So that includes my medications, all the first aid stuff, my jewelry, all my Christmas decorations, all the whole shower full of wreaths and trees and lights and, Christmas lights. I'd bought enough Christmas tree lights to actually hang around the entire structure, not just my side of the house, but the other one as well. Just, oh my gosh. Oh, my jewelry. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't even get me started on that. And, okay, so into the master bedroom, my CPAP machine. Clothes, purses, my antique vanity, like from the 1930s or 40s, and a big mirror on it. They busted that up into matchsticks. And my passport, my folder with all my important papers, and some of you will know I've been looking for my, anyway. I had lots of plants, ficus trees. I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4, about half a dozen ficus trees, and big pots of snake plants and stuff. And then I had stuff in the hallway, cupboards, the hall bathroom. They threw away all my plants, all my gorgeous plants. Oh my gosh, I had so many beautiful plants in there. And in beautiful pots and hangers and stuff. And my favorite jewelry, because that's the shower that I use, the bathtub that I use. I had some glass bowls in there where I would take off my jewelry, the stuff that I wore the most often and that I liked the best. Earrings and rings and, oh my gosh, my favorite necklace. There's a number of necklaces, but my favorite one. All kinds of decorations, baubles, pretty things. Oh, my kitchen. My great-grandmother's china, my grandmother's china, all my pots and pans, to include my cast iron set. Then I had a cast iron pot I bought just to bake bread in. I wanted to make bread the other day, and I'm like, oh, I don't have anything. I don't have my cast iron pot anymore to make my bread in, bake my bread in the oven. Spices. Had several sets of silverware because I like different patterns with different dish sets. And I actually had multiple dish sets. I had my great grandmother's china, my grandmother's china, my regular use china. I had an all white set with a basket weave. I had a set that was autumnal colors because I really like to decorate and I like to have themes and I like to, I like things to be pretty. Maybe I'm a little part Martha Stewart. Oh my gosh, my entire hot beverage station. So the coffee maker, the hot water, it was a double-sided, it had a coffee on one side and the hot water system, like for tea and cocoa on the other side. I had distiller for distilling water, for the CPAP machine, and for my carnivorous plants that went into the dumpster. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to keep going on and on and on about it, but it's pretty shocking. And I'm not here to boo-hoo about it. I think I'm handling it pretty well because I realize that, people go through much worse experiences every day. And aside from my plants that were alive and that I really cared about, I'm out, the cats are out, we're safe, the fish, gonna have to replace all my important papers, my birth certificate, my passport, all that stuff. They threw out my mail, my taxes, state and federal, my Social Security stuff, bills, books. Oh my God. Oh, some of my favorite and best books. Okay. Anyway, so here's a few things. One, one of my main goals is to be the best me I can be. I'm not in competition with anyone. I just want to be the best me I can be. And so I've been working on myself for a really, really long time. You're not responsible for what happens to you as a child, but you are responsible for yourself once you become an adult, And so I have sought to improve myself and my world my entire adulthood to one degree or another. And I've done a lot of good work. I'm a pretty solid, happy person. I think I've handled this a whole lot better than I would have, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. And it's not just a matter of, I've matured, because now I'm 56, but I really have, there's always at least one silver lining to these kinds of things. And one thing that I got out of this experience is that I am more grounded. I'm able to take this, roll with it and not be devastated by it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was pretty like, whoa. I mean, I was in shock. Like, just in shock. And I did cry. Out of the dumpster, we couldn't get hardly anything out of the dumpster because it was just too dangerous. Too much broken china, too much broken glass, artwork from my walls that had, that were in a frame that had glass just broken. And I didn't try to save those things because I didn't want anybody to get hurt. We did save a piece of furniture from the master bedroom, a chest that had in it an afghan that my grandmother made for me, crocheted for me in the 70s. And 2 afghans that my aunt made for me in the 80s. I've taken really good care of them. And it rained. It rained a couple of times. And so that's another reason why a lot of the stuff wasn't salvageable, like the books. And luckily, I think the Afghans came out all right. Anyway. Yes, it was all very shocking. I was like a deer in the headlights. That entire first day when I went to go pick up my stuff, and my stuff was in the dumpster. Well, not all of it, but anyway, but I had a whole dumpster full. There was some construction debris in there too, because they had started remodeling with my stuff in there. Anyway, so I didn't have much to decorate with for Christmas. I was able to save one artificial tree. Well, 2, if you don't count that the little tabletop one is missing its feet. I think I'll be able to stand it up. Maybe I could put it like in a pot of beans or a pot of rice or something, and to stand it up. And that tree, okay, so I was able to salvage one tree. It's a skinny tree. I have that in the living room, and the other one's this funny sparkly purple tree. The one that's feet are missing, the 3 feet on the bottom, so I can stand up. But I'm going to put that up, and I'm going to put the dewdrop in back together. And I'm going to put that tree in the dewdrop in. And if you haven't seen my post or my video about the dewdrop in yew tree this year, then I'll tell you really quickly. Do I do anything quickly when I'm yakking? I don't know. No, probably not. Anyway, I would like to invite you to send something. Could be anything. Could be a picture. Could be a drawing. Could be a ribbon. Could be an ornament. Could be, who knows, to put on the dewdrop in tree, because it's all about you. And I love that. You on YouTube, and Yule time. Um, Whatever it is, I'm hoping it represents you and what's important to you in some way. Like, I don't know, uh, something that looks like your cat or your dog, or it's a picture of you, or it's your favorite baseball team, or whatever. And then if you send a little note with it, uh, then I'll be able to share that information if it's okay with you when I do videos and show off the tree, sitting in whatever I'm going to find to stand it up in, with graced with your goodies. I'm looking forward to that. I think it's a really nice opportunity for our community to do something fun and do something together and do something that helps us get to know each other a little bit better. Um, I did get a post office box, and the post office box address is on the Cat Mama Meows Do Drop In main page, where all the information is, Uh, and if you can't find that, you can just leave me a message underneath this video, or if you have my if you can message me another way and just let me know that you need the P.O. box number, the P.O. box address, and I'll get that to you. Oh my goodness. How long is this? 27 minutes. I don't feel sleepy yet, but I want to bore you to death with all the drama lately. But if I was going to get a report card for what I've been through over the, let's say, last couple months, I'd say I got anywhere from a B plus to an A for getting through it and recognizing it for what it is, and making the best of things. Yeah, making the best of things. That's so much better than being all distressed about it, Not that moving and all this stuff hasn't been stressful, because it is. Even in the best of times, I think moving households is a big undertaking. It's a big time suck, all the packing. Well, gosh, it took a while to find a new place. And in Sacramento, where I live, even the general Sacramento area, it's places are really expensive. It's very expensive to live here. You wouldn't think so, but it is. And of course, the more we go toward the coast, which we're an hour and a half from San Francisco, hour and a half from the coast, it just gets more and more and more expensive. It's kind of crazy. I don't know how people are making it, It's another thing I'm very grateful for, is that I still have a roof over my head. That's, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of homelessness in the Sacramento area and in California. And if I recall, I read a statistic, it's been a couple of years, But the last time I checked, California had the highest number of unhomed veterans. I don't know if that's still the same, but anyway, that's really an issue, a big one. I mean, not all who wander are lost, but I think probably the majority of people who are unhomed don't want to be. I also think that a large portion of our population in the U.S. is only a few paychecks away from being unhomed. You know, I don't think a lot of people have big juicy nest eggs, to rely on. And a lot of folks don't have a network, a net to fall into, fall back on. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway. So it's been hard, but I moved. I am looking forward to getting the dewdrop in, set up again, and to start doing videos again. I'm really wanting to do pick-up piles. I really enjoy doing those. And of course, I want to be able to talk about any items you might send to go on the tree, on my silly, sparkly purple tree that has no feet now. Hey, I was going to work with what I've got, and I know that you won't judge. So, anyway, okay. I'm going to try to go to sleep again, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make myself a cup of chamomile tea. Is it chamomile or chamomile? Chamomile. I think I say both. Whatever comes out at the moment. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to me. Oh, rattle on about stuff. Okay. I look forward to being able to do readings for you again. And I look forward to any contributions you might make to the Yule tree, the holiday tree. Yes, that's right. I want to say that too. That I know there are tons of important holidays this time of year. We're in the Hanukkah time right now. But I know there's Yule and there's Christmas and there's is Ramadan? Because that moves around too. Anyway, you get the point. There's a lot of important holidays celebrated this time of year. So if you want to add to the YOU tree, the holiday tree, and it's a dreidel, or it's a Yule goat, or whatever, please do. Diversity's beautiful. All right. Toodaloo, buckaroos, ta-ta for now. Oh, and I didn't even start this by saying meowdy.